This is meteorologist Todd Shea with the National Weather Service in La Crosse with a severe weather briefing on Wednesday afternoon, October 3rd. This briefing includes the threat of severe weather today, which is what we would call a conditional setup. In other words, if all things come together, there could be some potentially potent storms with the possibility of tornadoes, some damaging wind, and hail. These storms are expected to be fairly fast moving. In addition to that, after today, we will continue to hear about rounds of thunderstorms at least over the next week, and all of this accumulative rainfall could lead to additional flooding concerns. As far as today's severe weather outlook goes, the Storm Prediction Center has parts of our area in a level 3 out of 5 or an enhanced risk. Those areas, especially along and northeast of Interstate 94 in Wisconsin. The risk for severe weather drops off as you go west and south of there, but there could be an early threat of thunderstorms this afternoon in parts of north central northern Wisconsin, and then a line of storms with some damaging wind as we go into the evening hours moving in from the west. If we were to look at radar depictions, you can see the possibility of development over parts of the northern half of Wisconsin with tornado threats, and then as a cold front comes in from the west, we might see a line of storms that each could produce some severe weather before moving off this evening. Now behind that front, winds will become fairly strong and gusty. Out of the northwest, we could be looking at winds up to as much as 45 miles per hour, and because of that, parts of southern Minnesota and into small parts of western Wisconsin and northern Iowa are included in a wind advisory. So with schools in session, we do want to remind people to watch out for storm threats today, especially if there are any tornado activities. If severe weather is striking an area, we ask people to be ready to act quickly because the storms, again, will be moving pretty quickly. And keep alert for those outdoor after-school activities and transportation issues. As we look ahead past today, again, we're going to be looking at several rounds of thunderstorms over the next week or so that has the potential to drop several inches of rain over the entire Midwest. If you look at significant river flood outlooks, parts of our area already outlooked for the potential for some significant river flooding, and would not be surprised if this is expanded somewhat depending on how the next week evolves. So once again, we ask people to be weather aware this afternoon. Watch for that tornado threat in parts of mainly in Wisconsin, and then be alert until the severe weather threat ends.